Forming a PLLC in Texas is very straightforward. It is much like forming a regular LLC. You're going to use a separate form for professional limited liability companies, but the process is going to look very similar. Okay, so first you want to identify your founding members. All right, so who are the members of the PLLC? Who are the managers? How is that going to be set up? Now remember, the PLLC must have professional members, and if you have members that are licensed in different professional occupations, you need to make sure that the joint practice is authorized by the Secretary of State and laws of Texas regarding PLLCs. Once you do that, you're going to fill out your PLLC certificate of formation, and the big change from the LLC certificate of formation, just a regular LLC, is going to be the purpose. And in that purpose section, you need to fill in the professional purpose that you are using the PLLC to render in the state of Texas. So if I was forming a PLLC, I would put in professional legal services. If you are a physician, you would put in physician medical services. If you were a doctor of any kind or an architect, whatever it is that you're providing the professional service in Texas for, that's what you're going to put in that purpose section. So number one difference is the purpose, and number two, in the name, you're going to need PLLC instead of LLC. And that's really the big difference filing wise. The operating agreement is going to look the same. You're going to have professional provisions in there about membership, which are still the rules, but we're just going to restate it in the operating agreement so that it's clear for everybody. You might have some different restrictions in there for people who practice in different practices. So a lot of physicians are members of different practices or different surgery centers. However it works out, you want to make sure that you protect yourself and the entity itself about things that can happen with physicians that practice in more than one group. Are they getting too much benefit from one versus the other? Same with attorneys. I want to make sure that it's set up so that attorneys are protected much like their physician counterparts. We want to make sure that even architects and other licensed professionals, however it ends up, we want to make sure their professional interests are protected. And that kind of means going through things like oversight of another person's practice. In PLLCs, we want to make sure that that's protected as well. And we don't have one professional having oversight over another's practice. Then you're going to get your EIN, you're going to file your articles of organization, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be very, very straightforward, much like the LLC registration process. So if you have any questions, if you have any confusion about forming your PLLC in Texas, reach out to your attorney. Talk with your attorney about it. If you're running a professional practice in Texas, it will not be the last time you speak with your attorney. There's going to be all kinds of needs going forward for your business, whether you're growing and expanding. So start that relationship now, get one formed with an attorney, and figure out how you're going to go forward in the state of Texas with your new PLLC.